1 per 3 x to the power of a half divided by 4x to the power of negative 2. For this kind of a question, you have to solve it a number with number, letters with letters. So now let us simplify the numbers first. The numbers that we have in this question is 1 per 3 and 4. And then you have to check also the what operation that is there. The operation is division. So it means we can do 1 per 3 divided by 4. 1 per 3 divided by 4. It will be equals to how many? 1 per 3 divided by 4. Anyone wants to help me? How many is 1 per 3 divided by 4? Yes, someone is going to tell me before how many is 1 per 3 divided by 4. How many? Anyone already try to find how many is 1 per 3 divided by 4? Oh God. Is there anyone who don't know how to do a 1 per 3 divided by 4? Okay, maybe you forget. As we remember, the division, we can change it into a multiplication by finding out the reciprocal. Reciprocal of 4, it will be 1 per 4. So now we do 1 per 3 times 1 per 4, which is equals to 1 per 12. Is there anyone having any confusion? For the numbers only, we only solve the numbers. Is there anyone having any confusion? For 1 per 3 divided by 1 per 4, it's equals to 1 per 12. 1 per 3 divided by 4 is equals to 1 per 12. Is there anyone who have any confusion? No? For sure. Am I still connected to you? Am I connected to you still? Because suddenly like I cannot see most of you. Okay. After you're done simplifying the numbers, now you are going to simplify the letters. What letters do you have? We have x to the power of a half. So now we simplify the x to the power of a half. We have x to the power of a half divided by x to the power of negative 2. Yesterday, when it is a division, we do what, yeah, to the power. Is there anyone who still remember?
Minus.
Yeah, we have to subtract them. So now we subtract the power. We have a half and also 2. So now we have a half minus negative 2. How many is a half minus negative 2? We have a half minus negative 2. Minus and negative, we can combine it as plus. So we can write it as plus 2. A half, we have to make them into same denominator. The number 2, we can make it into 4 per 2. So in the end, when we plus a half and 4 per 2, we will have 5 per 2. So now we have the letters. When we simplify it, it will be x to the power of 5 per 2. So now when we are going to find the final answer, we can combine the numbers and the letters. So we have 1 per 12, 1 per 12 times x to the power of 5 per 2. And then in here, usually we can simplify the denominator, the numerator. The numerator in here that we have is 1 times x per 5. 1 times x per 5, it will be, 1 times x to the power of 5 per 2. The answer, it will be x to the power of 5 per 2. That's why for the key answer, we can write it as x to the power of 5 per 2 divided by 12. Is there anyone who have any confusion? Or
Teacher, can you explain again, teacher, why is become x
huh?
5 per 2, teacher? I don't understand the last one.
Divide means subtract. This is the power is negative 2. So we do a half minus negative 2. Minus and negative, we can combine it, become plus. So we read it as a half plus 2. It is a fraction, so we have to make the denominator same. We have to make all the fractions by 2. So 2, it will be equals to 4 by 2. 1 plus 4, it will be equals to 5. That's why the final answer, it will be x to the power of 5 per 2. Is it still not clear or is it still confusing? You can ask.
Teacher, I mean this one at the above of teacher say the x by 2 by 12.
We have to combine it. I told you this is the question. The question has numbers and also letters, right? Numbers, numbers, and letters, right? So now because we do it one by one, we simplify the numbers first and then we simplify the letter. We have to combine them again because the question is number and letter that is combining together. So now for the numbers we have a half. For the letters we have x to the power of 5 per 2. So we can combine them. You can write it as 1 per 12 x to the power of 5 per 2. If you write it like this is already correct. But you also can simplify like what I did in the final answer. I have x to the power of 5 per 2 by 12. Because we can simplify 1 times x to the power of 5 per 2. The answer, it will be x to the power of 5 per 2. Is it clear enough or is there anyone having any question? You can ask me any question if you have any confusion. Is it clear already?
Clear, teacher.
Okay. If it is clear, I will move to the question 2. Okay, be back soon. For the question 2, oopsie. For the, wait. For the question 2, we have 2 per 5 y to the power of 1 per 3 times 5y to the power of negative 2 per 3. So again, we are going to use the same method. We are going to simplify the numbers first. So the numbers that we have is 2 per 5. So we write the 2 per 5. We follow the sign given. The sign is multiplication. So we write multiply 2 per 5 times 5. The answer, it will be equals to 2. Anyone who disagree or get confused? No? Okay. If none of you ask me any question, it means all of you already clear enough. Yeah, I'll continue. Now let us move to the letters. The letters that we have in here, we have y to the power of 1 per 3 and also y to the power of negative 2 per 3. It is a multiplication. When it is a multiplication, it means we do what to the powers? What do we do to the powers when it is a multiplication?
Plus.
Okay, we plus them. So now we plus the 1 per 3 plus with negative 2 per 3. The denominator is already the same. So we can directly simplify it, become negative 1 per 3. So now we can combine the letters. We have the letters. The letters, it will be y to the power of negative 1 per 3 for the letters. And then for the numbers, we have 2. So in the end, when we combine it, it will be 2y to the power of negative 1 per 3. Is there anyone having any question? this is the answer already. I already give it to you. Is there anyone having any question so far, or maybe my explanation is not clear enough? So if you have this kind of a calculation, always simplify from the numbers first, and then you simplify the letters. But now for the question C, you have bracket. It means you have to simplify the bracket first. Everything inside the bracket will get the power, because this is to the power of 2. So it means the 2 will get power of 2. So the 2, it will be to the power of 2. The P, it will be P to the power of negative 1 per 4. It will be to the power of 2 also. Power meet powers, we do times. So now we can simplify 2 to the power of 2. It will be equals to 4. And then it will be P. Negative a half times 2, it will be negative a half. I'm just simplifying the first bracket. Is there anyone having any question? I just simplify the bracket. Is there anyone having any question? I just simplify this. Is there anyone having any question? No? Okay. If no question, I will move to the divisor in here is 1 per 2 p per 2. So now we can read it as 4p to the power of a half divided by a half of p square. So now, as I told you, we simplify the numbers first. The numbers that we have is 4 divided by a half. 4 divided by a half, it is a division, so we can change it into a multiplication by flip it upside down or finding the reciprocal. So it will be 4 divided by a half, it will be equals to 8. See, so it will be equals to 8. And then for the P we have P to the power of negative a half divided by P to the power of 2. It is a division, so we can simplify the power by doing a subtraction. So we can subtract the power. The powers are a negative a half minus 2. So we can make the denominator same. So negative a half minus 4 per 2. So in the end, we will have it as negative 5 per 2. So the final answer is supposed to be 8p to the power of 5. Sorry, this is 5, so it's supposed to be 8. So the correct answer is supposed to be 8p to the power of negative 5 per 2. Is there anyone having any questions so far, or maybe my explanation is too fast, you need more explanation or anything? Is there anyone who have any confusion? No? If no confusion, I will move to the question D. Same thing, we have to simplify all the numbers first. So we simplify 3 divided by 2 per 3. So we have 3. Okay, maybe 3 divided by 2 per 3. It is a division, so we can make it into a multiplication by finding the reciprocal. Reciprocal of 2 per 5, it will be 3 per 2. So now we multiply them. 3 times 3, it will be 9. The denominator, it will remain the same. So it will be 9 per 2. For the x or the letters, we have x to the power of negative 2 per 3 divided by x to the power of negative 1 per 3. So now we can simplify them by doing subtraction. When we do a subtraction, why do we do a subtraction? Because it is a division. So negative 2 per 3 minus negative 1 per 3. Now we can change it into addition for minus and negative. It will be plus 1 per 3. So in the end, we have it as negative 1 per 3. So the final answer, we will have it as 9 per 2 of x to the power of negative 1 per 3. As I told you last time, when we have x to the power of negative n, we can write it as 1 per x to the power of n. That's why here I get it as x to the power of 1 per 3. Because the negative move into the denominator, it will be positive index. Is there anyone having any question? If you have any question, you can tell me which part that I need to discuss it more with you. If you do not ask anything, it means everything is already clear enough. Because this is class discussion, it needs you also to contribute. So please, if you have any confusion, feel free to interrupt me. You can ask me through the chat box. If you are too shy to ask, there is an option that you can send me a message privately, so no one will know and know that you have any question. But I will answer your question by directly explaining. Usually I do not replay anything through the chat box, so please, if you have any confusion, let me know. No confusion, for sure. Okay. I count until 5. If you have no confusion, I will move to the next subchapter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no question. Everything's clear. Okay. If everything's clear, let us move to the next subchapter. For this next subchapter, if you already make the summary, please kindly use the summary because we are going to use the summary to solve the equation. Now we are going to solve the equation that having indices. This is the answer. Later I will be sharing it to you. Please kindly open the textbook page 64. Page 64. Open the textbook page 64. Because the basic from the page 125 later on will be used for you to find to answer the question in the page 64. Open the textbook page 64. Okay, while waiting for you to open it, now we are going to continue to the exponential equation. What is exponential equation? Exponential equation later on, we will be having like algebraic indices combined with the number. Now from there, we are going to simplify or we are going to find the x. How do we find the x? How to find the x? The rule in here, you have to be able to recognize all of the indices number and also all of the index laws. So for example, I have 2 to the power of x is equals to 16. Now how to solve it? I have to change the 16 into 2 to the power of something. So I have to make sure the base will be equal. Because 2 to the power of x, the base is 2. So it means for 16, I have to change it into 2 to the power of something. If you get confused to get 16 is how many to the power 2 to the power of how many, you can use a factor 3. And for the 3 diagram, you can find it later on. You will be having 4 numbers of 2. That's why for 2 to the power of x, we will have it as 2 to the power of 4. The base is already the same. We can simplify the base and we can directly focus at the power only. So the power, we only have x equals to 4. We cancel the 2. We cancel the 2. So the leftover one, it will be x and 4. That's why the final answer, it will be x equals to 4. Sorry, I need to drink. Is there anyone having any question? Or get confused so far? Is there anyone having any question? Before I move to another example.
Teacher, so far this question, when we are the same place, make 16 make into power, then at the end we need to find the x.
Yeah. So the rule is you have to make the numbers into the same place. Like 16, you can make it into 4 to the power of 2, right? I know that 16 is also equals to 4 to the power of 2. But now when we compare the base, 2 and 4, they are different. So it means you have to find another index number that is equals to 16, but the base have to be 2 to the power of something. If you get confused, you can always use the tree diagram. 16, we can make it into 4 times 4, the factor tree diagram. The 4 we can break down into 2 to the power 2 times 2, and then the 4 also we can break down into 2 and 2. So in the end, we will have 4 numbers of 2. That's why for 16, we can change it into 2 to the power of 4. Is there anyone having any question? Is there anyone having any question? Am I still connected to you? Hello? Is there anyone having any question? Okay, if you have no question, I will move to the next example. I'll give you some example because this question sometimes is tricky. Actually easy, just tricky. For the example 2, I have another number. Now I have 32 to the power of x is equals to 8. Same thing, the rule is we have to make the base same. So we know that if you get confused, you can always use the factor 3. You know that 32 later on you can break down into 2 to the power of 5. How do you get it? You can use the factor 3. 32 divided by 2, it will be 2 and 16. The 16 you can break down become 4 and 4. Each 4 you can break down into 2 and 2. So in the end of your factor 3, you will be having 5 numbers of 2. That's why I write it as 2 to the power of 5. And then since the 32 get the power of x, the 2 to the power of 5 will be getting the power of x also. For the 8, we also have to make it into another index number, which is 2 to the power of 3. And then we have to simplify the bracket. That's why I told you, please kindly prepare your all of the summary for the index laws. Because power meet powers, we do times. So 5 times x, it will be 5x. When the base is already same, there is no any calculation on it. We can cancel the base. So when we have the base, we have 5x is equals to 3. So now the x, it will be equals to 3 for 5. Is there anyone having any questions so far? Or my explanation is too fast? Is there anyone having any question? Is there anyone having any question?
Sure.
Yes? Ask me any question?
Sure.
Yes. What
No,
happened?
teacher.
No question? Oh, okay. If no question, I will move to the third example. I think I prepare like 4 example. Yeah. Third example. In here we have another question, which is 3 to the power of 4x is equals to 27 to the power of x plus 3. Same rule. We always have to make the base same. So like 27, we can make it into 3 to the power of something. So 27 is 3 to the power of 3. That's why we can change the 27 into 3 to the power of 3. And then for this case, when the power are having two terms, it will be better if the bracket you put it in the power that is having two terms, because x and 3 there are two terms, so the bracket you put it at the x and 3. Do not put it like this, because if you put it like this, sometimes there will be a silly mistake there. So it will be better if you put bracket on the power which is having two terms or more. Okay, after that we can simplify the base, or the base is already the same. When the base is already the same, we can cancel the base. So now we can cancel the 3. We have 4x is equals to 3 open bracket x plus 3. So now we can simplify them by doing a rainbow. So we can finish it by doing a rainbow. 3 times x, it will be equals to 3x. 3 times 3, it will be equals to 9. That's why we have 4x is equals to 3x plus 9. So far, is there anyone having any confusion? So far, everything is fine? Everything is fine? Okay, no question. Then if already, okay. If you do not ask anything, it means you have no question. I will move. So let us continue. If like this, we have to make sure that the variable, it will be in the same column. So like 4x and 3x, I have to make it into the same column. So the 3x, it will be moved to the another side. So we have 4x. When it is moved to the other side, the sign will be opposite. The 3x is positive, move to the other side, become negative. So we have 4x minus 3x, which is equals to 9. 4x minus 3x, it will be equals to 1x. 1x is equals to 9. When the coefficient is 1, it will be okay if you do not write the number. You can directly write it as x is equals to 9. It will be the same thing. Is there anyone having any questions so far? Or my explanation is not clear enough? Hello, is everything? Is there anyone having any question? Please let me know if you have a question. Do not keep being quiet. Everyone's clear? No question? For sure? Okay, I will move to the next example if you have no question. I will move to the example 4, the last example before we discuss the exercise 7.4 on your textbook. So example 4, we have 5 to the power of 3x divided by 25 to the power of x plus 1 is equals to 1 per 125. Again, we have to change everything into the same base. So we have to make everything into power of 5. So we can make it into the 5, it will be stay as it is. The 25, we can make it as 5 to the power of 2. 125, we can make it into 5 to the power of 3. Now we can simplify everything. In here, if you get confused, remember, even though I put bracket in here, it means the number 2 I have to multiply with everything. So 2 I multiplied with x, the 2 I multiplied with 1 also. That's why I get 2x plus 2. This is a fraction. We can cancel the fraction by moving go up. When it's going up, the power will be negative. If you ask me why, I will remind you with the index laws, x to the power of negative n, it will be equals to 1 per x to the power of n. That's why for 1 per 5 to the power of 3, it will be equals to 5 to the power of negative 3. So far, is there anyone having any question?
Teacher, I confused at example 3.
Why didn't you ask me any question before? Okay, I will move to the example 3. Which one that you want to ask for the example 3? Which part? Which part? Everything?
The convert to same base and equating the powers, teacher.
Okay. As I told you, if you get confused to change everything into the same base, you have a factor 3. So like 27, you can break down into 3 times 9, right? The 9 in here, you can break down again into 3 times 3, right? So now in the end, we'll see 3 numbers of 3. That's why I have 3 to the power of 3. The 27 is having power of x plus 3. That's why the power x plus 3, it will be there still. And then now when we already have the same base, we can cancel the base. So the 3, we can cancel the 3. The leftover one will be the power 1, which is 4x. And then for the other one, we have 3 open bracket x plus 3. Now, how do we simplify? we can doing the rainbow stuff that you have learned in the grade 8. So 3 times x, it will be equals to 3x. 3 times 9, it will be equals to 9. If you get confused how to simplify, whenever we are going to simplify, we have to make sure that when all of the letters will be in the same side. So like 4x and 3x, they are not in the same side. So we have to move the 3x to the left. When we bring the 3x to the left, the sign will be the opposite. 3x is positive. Move to the other side, it will be negative. So we have 3x negative 4x minus 3x is equals to 9. 4x minus 3x, it will be equals to 1x is equals to 9. The digit 1 in here, it is optional for you to write. So if you write it as 1x is equals to 9, it is fine. If you write it as x is equals to 9, that is also fine. It is already answering your question, or is there anything that I missed, or maybe anything that I need to re-explain it again, Brigitta? Or is it fine? Hello? Is it clear already?
It's fine, teacher.
Yeah, then.
It's clear.
Okay. Is there anyone else having any question for the question example 3? For the example 3, before I move to the example 4, is there anyone having any questions still? No? Okay, I will move to the example 4. So again, all the things we have to make it into the same base. Because we start from 5 to the power of something, and the 25, 125 are divisible by 5. So we have to make the 25 into 5 to the power of something. The 125 also we have to make it into 5 to the power of something. If you get confused, use the factor 3. 25, it will be 5 times 5. There are two numbers of 5, that's why I have 5 to the power of 2. For the 125, if you get confused, we have to break down the 125 into 5 times 25, and then the 25 we can break down again into 5 times 5. So in the end, we can see there are three numbers of 5. That's why we have 5 to the power of 3. And then it is a fraction. We can move the fraction into normal index, but the power, it will be become negative. Why it's become negative? Using the index laws, x to the power of negative n, it will be the same thing as 1 per x to the power of n. So now I have the fraction. When I want to change it into the index, I can cancel the fraction, but the power will be having negative sign. So same thing, this is to the power of 3, now becomes to the power of negative 3. Now we already done. This is a division. When it is a division, we can simplify the power. Anyone still remember when it is division, what do we do to the powers? What do we do to the powers when it is division? Anyone still remember?
Minus, teacher.
Yeah, we have to subtract it. So now let us subtract it. When it is subtract, I put a bracket. As I told you before, when the next term is when the next thing is having two terms, you have to put bracket on it. Like before, this is the power is to the power of x per 3 for the example 3. The x plus 3, I put it inside the bracket. Now I have 2x plus 2, I have to put it inside the bracket also. So later on, I will have no silly mistake. Index law, when it is division law, we always have to subtract the powers. Now the base is already the same, or we can simplify first the power. That is also fine. Or you can directly cancel the power. That is also fine, because we already have the same base, which is base of 5. We can cancel all of the 5. We have 3x minus 2x plus 2. Have a power, so the negative will work for the 2x It also works for the 2. So in the end, we will have 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2x minus 2. Because the negative work for everything inside the bracket, which are 2x and also 2. Now we can move everything, the numbers without letters have to be in the same side. The numbers with letter have to be in the same side. So in here, I will just move the negative 2 into the right side. So I will have, okay, sorry, I didn't write completely. So I will move the negative 2x into the right side. So I will have 3x minus 2x is equals to negative 3. Negative 2x move into another side, we do the opposite. That's why it will be positive. So now we have 3x minus 2x, it will be equals to 1x. Negative 3x plus 2, it will be equals to negative 1. That's why the x is equals to negative 1. Is there anyone having any questions so far? Or the explanation is not clear enough? Before we move to the exercise 7.4, is there anyone having any question? You can ask me any question. Yeah, you can tell me what is your question. Do not only ask me confused which part. Where is the question? The confusion part. Yeah, the example in here we always have to do the same thing. The 25 we have to break down into 5 to the power of 2. If you ask me how do you get 5 to the power of 2, I already explained before, we use the factor 3. 25 we can break down into 5 times 5. That's why we have two numbers of 5. That's why I told you, please prepare all the summary of the index laws. I give you a homework to make a summary for index laws because we are going to use it to solve this kind of equation. If you are not able to memorize all of the index laws, you will always have any confusion. That's why please prepare it and check. What do I have now? This is a fraction. Fraction, I can make it into 5 to the power of 3. Because the question asks us, we have to make everything into the same base. It means I should not have any fraction in here. So you have to check your index laws. When it is a fraction, I have to change it into a normal index. It will be 5 to the power of negative 3. If you ask me how or from where, the explanation, we already done it like 3 weeks ago. You please kindly check all of your summary. We have it as 5 to the power of negative 3. Now, for 5 to the power of 2 to the power of x plus 1, it is a power mid power. Power mid powers we do times. So we do 2 times x, which is equal to x. 2 times 1, which is equals to 2. That's why now we have 5 to the power of 2x plus 2. Now, what do we have in here? We have division. So, it means you have to check the division law. When it is a division, we have to subtract the power. So, now I have 3x minus open bracket 2x plus 2. When the next index is having two terms or more, you have to put it inside the bracket. That's why we have 3x minus open bracket 2x plus 2. And then we simplify the base because it's only having one base, so we can directly cancel everything. We copy paste the index. So we have 3x minus 2x plus 2. We copy paste on the left side. On the right side, we have negative 3, so equals to negative 3. And then this is negative. Using the rules that you have learned in the grade 8, when it is bracket, everything will have negative. So the 2x will be negative, the 2 also will be negative. After that, we simplified one by one. We simplify the 3x and 2x. 3x minus 2x, the answer will be a 1x. The negative 2, I move it into the other sides, become positive. Negative 3 plus 2, the answer it will be negative 1. That's why we have x is equals to negative 1. Is there anyone having any question? Or can you tell me which part that you are still getting confused? Which part that is confusing for you? The first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, or which line on the solution part? Yeah, we have to, in here, we always have to make everything into the same base. After we make everything into the same base, we have to simplify all of the calculation. How do you simplify? You have to check the index laws. After you simplify, you cancel the powers, you cancel the base. We only focus at the powers. Yes, we simplify everything and then we only calculate the powers. That is what we do. Is there anyone having any questions so far? It's almost time's up. If you have no confusion, I think that's all for today's class. At home, please kindly try to do it by yourself, the exercise 7.4. The question 1 is still easy. The question 1 is still very easy. It's similar like example 1. I don't think anyone have any confusion for example 1 before. So I think for the question 1, you will have no confusion. Please kindly try to do the exercise 7.4. So tomorrow we can directly discuss it together, okay? I think that's all for today's class. Have a nice day. Thank you, everyone.